Okay, so we are going to start now the next lever, which is important in our syllabus, given in our syllabus. That is a safety valve, lever for a safety valve. Can anyone tell me application of safety valve? Where you seen this? Because before designing any component, we should know where it is used, how it is used, why it is used. Yes, please. The diagram is in front of you, and you can imagine, you can visualize how it will be useful and where it will be useful. Yes, please.
Sir, it is used in a
Anyone?
boiler and a cooker, pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker. Good example. It's a real life example. I hope most of you seen that safety valve in cooker, at least pressure cooker. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Any other example? Someone talk about boiler. Okay. And I request again, because I'm not able to see your screen, who is talking. So you can tell your name, and then it is better for me also. Yes. Who told me boiler and cooker?
Sir, Nishit Subedar.
Okay, Subedar. Okay, next. Anyone other application of safety valve?
Sir, high pressure application.
But where it exactly? You can tell me. You can specify it.
Sir, it is in mounting of boilers
In
to relieve
mounting of
the
boilers. Okay.
pressure.
So
Steam.
it is also used in power generation systems for reducing the pressure of air, gases, and liquids.
In power generation system. Okay. Yes. Good. Next. प्रत्येकाने विचार करा रे. आपलं जर आपण डिझाईन करतोय तर डिझाईन करणं मग आपण कारण काय आहे? तुम्हाला हे माहित असलं पाहिजे व्हेर इट शुड बी यूज, व्हेर इट इज यूज. येस. No one others? Only boiler and pressure cooker are the things where safety valve is used. Array, you have internet. Now, when I ask the question, you can search on Google, or you are not taking that much effort also. Means you can search on Google, yes, sir. Where it is used. I know how you are copying in online examination. You are, means you are trained people now. So you are not taking that much effort also. Means what I assume, when I ask you some question, now I'm not able to, I'm not saying you watch, you on your videos or anything. So you can just search it, where it is used. And at least you can read that. But what I observe, you're not taking that much effort also, or you're not interested to learn this. Yes or no? If I ask you which movie is just released, then you can search within a second because you're interested for that. बरोबर आहे ना. आपण तेवढं पण वेळ काढू शकत नाही असं वाटतंय मला. करा सर, सांगा मला, बघू आपण तेवढं तर तुम्ही वेळ घेताय. आय विल आस्क एव्हरीवन नाउ.
Pressurized vessels.
Pressurized vessels.
So in fire hazards,
In fire hazards. Okay. Next. There are a
So
lot
it is
of
also used in thermal expansions in piping systems.
thermal expansion in piping system. Yes, it is. Next.
Sir, used in geyser.
Yes.
Used in geysers.
Geysers. Okay. Yes. Have you seen that anyone in geysers how it is used? असं थिअरी आपला पाठ करून काय होत नाही. लक्षात घ्या. आपण जरा साधं मी सांगितलं का, ओके, इट इज गिझर्स इन थर्मल एक्सपान्शन पाइपिंग वॉल्स. यू शुड व्हिज्युअलाइज इट, हाऊ इट इज यूज, वेअर इट इज यूज, वाय इट इज यूज. सो यू शुड डू स्टडी ऑफ दॅट. नाही पहा, मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअर समाधान नाही तुम्हाला तोपर्यंत तुम्ही त्यातला इन्व्हॉल्व होत नाही त्यामध्ये. अदरवाईज देन इट इज सेम एज व्हॉट वी डीड टिल नाऊ. आणि म्हणून आपल्याकडं बेरोजगारी वाढत चालली. तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल काय चाललंय आपलं सध्या. सो यू शुड नॉट बी इन दॅट क्राऊड. You should be separate from the crowd. And if you want to be separated, then you have to study properly. Okay, I hope you learn about that. But generally, you know where pressure safety valves are used generally. Its name only indicates it is used for safety purpose. Okay, means the safety valves are used for a safety purpose in many applications, like boilers, we can say expansion valves, or we can say any thermal applications where or pipings. Chemical industries, these are mostly use safety valve for a safety purpose. Okay, and what we seen here is used to maintain a constant safe pressure inside the boiler. So until that pressure is reached, the valve is not open. So it is used to maintain a constant safe pressure inside the boiler. Let's say this is opening from boiler region. This arrow is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you can say this one is from this side pressure is coming from a boiler side. This is opening from boiler region, and on that opening we are keeping our safety valve. You can see here this wall is not only this much part is there. Along with this wall there is one lever to hold this whole assembly, as well as there is one toggle which is fixed to this boiler mountings, and on the other side there are some weights attached. Now, can anyone tell me why these weights are attached here? Weights P, capital P. This one is capital P. Keep in mind, because in design when we start, then there will be confusion between small p and capital P. So this capital P is what? Weight. W is, what is W? Load from boiler side. Yes. So why these weights are attached? By observing diagram, can anyone tell me? Hello.
Maintain pressure.
To keep the wall at stationary position at wall
To
side.
make this wall, you can say this arrangement closed. Okay. If these weights are not there, what happens?
At any pressure, the lever will open.
Lever will open. So make that lever close. We are attaching weights P at the end of the lever. Okay. So I told you about why the weights are used, what basically safety valve is, and other parts are you can say the casing and valve seat is there. W is the load acting from boiler side, while the weights are P is the weight attached at the end of the lever to make this safety valve closed. And when the pressure inside the boiler increases, so let's say the pressure acting from this side, when it increases, this safe value, when it is more than safe value, the excess steam blows up through the wall automatically. So we've seen up to whenever that pressure is not reached, up to that pressure this is closed. When the pressure exceeds that safe value, then this wall will open and it will release that pressure. I told you this, one end of the lever is pivoted at the fulcrum, that is up here, by a pin to the toggle. This one is toggle, and we attach one pin to the toggle in order to make this pin joint. By means we at the one end of this one end of the lever is pivoted at the fulcrum by using a pin, and it is attached to the toggle also, while other end carries weight. So at one end there are weights, while at other end there will be a lever. Sorry, there is fulcrum by means of pin attached to a toggle. So there are two ends of the lever, and in between it is fitted on this boiler. Now we can see the valve is held on a seat against the upward stream. That means stream is coming upward from this side by the force P provided by the weight at B. Means, can anyone tell me meaning of this line? The wall is held on its seat against upward stream. Means this wall is kept here. Keep this wall closed, or this opening closed. Again, this steam upward stream. So steam is coming upward, and this is held stationary here by means of force P. By means of force P means this force. It gives you it will tell you why this P is used here. So weights P are used to make this wall stationary, to make this wall close. Due to this weights P, this wall is closed against the upward steam pressure. Now, upward steam pressure, let's say we can see it is small p. And the weights and distance from the fulcrum are so adjusted that when the steam pressure acting upward on the wall exceeds the normal limit, it lifts the wall and levers with its weights. I already told you this. Whenever this pressure exceeds that normal value, safe value, then this wall will open. That's what its meaning is. Means what? This wall is held stationary by means of weight P. When the steam pressure exceeds this weight P, what happens? This wall will open and it will release the pressure. That is simple meaning of this. Maximum steam load. I'm talking about this capital W. The maximum steam load W at which wall blows up. I have to find out this load W first. So how much maximum steam load will act at which this wall will blows up? Blows up means it will open. And that we need to find out. How we can find out this W? Anyone? What is W first? W is a maximum steam load acting from this boiler side. And we know at this steam load, this wall will blows up, means it will open. If I need to find out this value, W, at what value it will open? How I can find out? Or how to find this W? Anyone? Simple, it is a force. It is not a pressure. Maximum steam load we are saying. It is a force. If I want to find a force active on this area, how I can find out? And force is equal to some relation between area and
So
force.
pressure per unit area.
Pressure per unit area. Okay. So now see, it's very simple. Pressure per unit area. Okay. Pressure into area, na? Hello. It is pressure into
Yes,
area.
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. If I am finding pressure, then it is load upon area. But here we are finding W, so it is pressure into area. Now, how much pressure act? Remember, this P is not this capital P. This capital P is weight applied, while this P is pressure acting from this side. Getting what I'm saying? Pressure acting in this region. Okay. So that P is pressure acting. P is a pressure. This P is load. Capital P is load, while small p is the pressure. And into area. How much this area is? This opening is having diameter D. Capital D. This region is having diameter D. So it's circular area. And its area is pi by 4 into D square into pressure. So to find W, what we use? You have to note down this formula first. Maximum steam load W at which the valve blows up is given by formula W is equal to area into pressure. Area is pi by 4 into D square into pressure. If you have notebooks, then you can write this first formula, because at the end you must have complete procedure with you. Remember, we will start your practicals. When in the practical starts, at that time you need to design some project. And for this designing, you must have basic knowledge of formulas. So first one completed, that is we find out what is maximum steam load at which valve blows up, and it is given by area into pressure. Area is pi by 4 D square into pressure is P. Clear to all? Simple thing we find out. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Note down this, okay? I already told you what is D and what is P. What is D? Yes? You can read at least.
Diameter of the
This wall opening, okay?
yes.
And P is a steam pressure acting from inside.
Sure.
Don't get confused between capital P and small p. So remember, here it is pressure P, not load P or weight P. Okay. Now, once you find out that, okay. Just simple, I talk about this W, then we'll talk about one numerical based on this, and through that numerical only, we'll discuss how to design a safety valve. So this numerical is given to you based on a safety valve. A lever loaded safety valve is 70 mm in diameter. Now, what is this? Tell me, what is the 70 mm? Because terms are known to you now. What is 70 mm?
Diameter.
Which diameter?
Diameter of wall.
That is capital D. Yes or no? Or yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And is to be designed for a boiler. So that valve is to be designed for a safety valve is designed for a boiler to blow up pressure of 1 Newton per mm square. What is this blow up pressure? P. Yes or no?
Small p.
Small p.
Small p, sir.
Small p is given, capital T is given, and its unit is Newton per mm square. Design a suitable mild steel lever. Remember, now in your design, basically in examination, materials are given, but during practical sessions, you need to select your materials. You need to select your load. So this problem statement you have to prepare. Let's say you have to design a quarter joint. What we discuss in quarter joint is I given you load, I given you other things, means material and all. But in actual practice, you need to start with a load and a material also. Lecture. Sorry, 1 minute. So we're discussing about diameter D and pressure P. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry for disturbance. There was some disturbance. Okay. Then yes, we have to select suitable. I have to select suitable material in actual practice. But okay, in this case, it is given to you. That is mild steel material. Mild steel lever is given of rectangular cross section using the following permissible stresses. So permissible stresses are acting are tensile stresses, shear stress, and bearing pressure intensity. Now, where this bearing pressure intensity used, we will see in detailed design. Okay. So these three stresses are given: sigma T, you can say shear stress tau, and bearing pressure, let's say P or some other notation, we can take P1 or something. Okay. Bearing pressure intensity is given 25 Newton per mm square. These three stresses are given, and then pin is also made up of steel. So lever is made up of mild steel, and pin is also made up of mild steel only. So pin and lever both are of same material. Now, already we know diagram. Distance from fulcrum to the weight of the lever is 880 mm. So can anyone tell me which distance is this? Distance from fulcrum to the weight of the lever is 880 mm. So let's say this one is your diagram. Which one is that distance?
FB.
Yes.
FB.
FB.
FB is given. Okay. Right. Okay. And intermediate point was A. Remember that. Okay. Distance between fulcrum and the pin connecting the valve spindles links to the lever is 80 mm. Which one is 80? What is 80? Rotation? Or 80 ka hai? 880 okay. It is FB. Then 880 mm is what? Distance between fulcrum and pin connecting valve. So what notation is?
F2A.
FA. Okay. And then FB was 880. FA is 80 mm. So this is your problem statement, and we need to design a safety valve for this. So we'll start with design. You can note down this numerical. All of you have noted that at least given data, or if actually instead of given data, problem statement write down completely. Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now after this, we need to diagram this. You can draw a rough diagram with you, just for understanding. But means what is F, A, B, now what is W, P. Okay. So to get idea, you can draw the diagrams. And then you can write given data. Already I discussed this data. So you can write given data by your understanding. D is 70 mm, capital D. P is 1 Newton per mm square. Pressure. Sigma T is the tensile stress 70 MPa. That is 70 Newton per mm square. Conversion just. Shear stress 50 MPa. And bearing pressure, that is P suffix B, is 25 Newton per mm square. While FB and FA are given to you. So this is your given data. Complete this. I hope there is no doubt in this given data as we discussed till now. I request just write down fast, or you can take screenshot of this, and then you can write if you want later to avoid time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now what we need to find out first? You need to find maximum steam load, W. How I can find W? If I know pressure, if I know diameter, then
W equal to pi by 4 d square into P.
so tell me answer, please, all of you. First step.
So 3.84 into 10 raised to 3.
Okay.
Done.
Anyone unable to join?
हो
असं
सर.
होतंय ऑटोमॅटिक लेफ्ट होतंय कोणी? आय हॅव सम मेसेजेस. कोण झालं आता?
सर
झालं
2
कोण?
मिनिटापूर्वी ऑटोमॅटिक लेफ्ट झालं होतं. हो.
परत जॉईन केलं का तू?
हो सर.
त्याच मेल आयडीने? ऋतुजा, have you joined? I think she also got left automatically. Okay, answers you are writing here. Okay, good. Shreyan Jagtap, Keshori Pawar, Pranay Inge. Okay, all in the same range.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir, of course it is. So just we can find out here now. 3850 Newton. Now, next task is we know F. We know W. This W is known to you, and what we can find out is this capital P. How we can find capital P? By taking moment about the fulcrum F. Because if you know W and this one is P, so you can see now W. How we can take moment? We can take clockwise. We can assume anything clockwise, positive or anti-clockwise, positive, anything. Both will give right answer. So just take moment about F, and if you take moment about F, your answer is P. This P into distance. How much distance is? Distance is known. How much the distance is?
880.
Yes. Okay. So we have to take moment about this P into 880. Let's assume it is clockwise, and then W will be anti-clockwise. So minus W into how much? Distance 80, na?
80.
So P into 880 minus W into 80, it gives you value of P. Find out it.
349.09 Newton.
9.81. Okay, 350 Newton approximately. Okay, so this is P value. Okay, right. So what we find out? We find out W, we find out P. Now what we can find out next? We need to find dimensions, other dimensions. Okay, so first two steps are clear to all. W and P, I think, no doubt. It's very simple. But समझले का नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next now. Since the load W and effort P in the form of a dead weight are parallel and opposite, therefore reaction at F is. You need to find out reaction at F. Can anyone tell me how to find it? It's very simple. W is known, P is known. And how the reaction at F will be? You observe this diagram. Reaction at F, here it is. Two forces are upward. W is upward, P is downward. What about the reaction F? Reaction at F, and how we can find out it? W minus P?
Yes, sir. W.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Any other? Yes, please. F4 is equal to 0. Okay, summation of F4 is equal to 0. Any other? You need to think about that because already see, industrial गेला तर आपण सांगणार नाही बाबा आता ही मला रिएक्शन फाइंड करायची मग हा फॉर्म्युला यूज कर. You have to think about it. You studied mechanics, you studied strength of material, you studied Tom झाले ना? Okay, so all these design subjects you studied now. So you need to think at least, see, right or wrong, it is not a problem, but you should get idea about, okay, how I can find that reaction. And if you try this, then only you can become an engineer. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, just formula base. मी तुम्हाला प्रोसिजर दिलेली आहे, मग तुम्ही फाइंड करा. त्यात काय मजा नाही. स्वतः सुचलं पाहिजे तुम्हाला. Yes. How I can find reaction at F? Any other? Someone is saying W minus P. Someone is saying Fy is equal to 0. Maybe both are same. But any other? Or the same way? अरे विचार करा आपण. Yes. Is the same way? Only way to find out reaction at F? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I think I have to continue directly. मला वाटतं मला तुम्हाला विचारायची गरज नाही काही, कारण तुम्ही त्यात इंटरेस्टेड नाही आहेत समजून घेण्यात काही. Okay, if you want that, then I will continue. Okay, don't worry. So we need to find reaction at F. Already I prepared the slides by taking efforts and all. Okay, but okay, if you are not interested, it is simple. So it is nothing but RAP is equal to W minus P. आता मला हे सांगायला काय अवघड नव्हतं लक्षात घ्या. But what I am trying to do, I try to make you think about this. How I can find out this? मला माहिती टाइम त्यात जातोय, पण मला असं वाटतं की तुम्हाला समजलं पाहिजे आपण का फाइंड करतोय. Why W minus P only? That is nothing but summation of FY only. बाकी पण विचार केला पाहिजे. ओके. So RAP is equal to W minus P. It is nothing but summation of FY is equal to 0. And how much it is? 3850 is W minus P is 350. So it is 3500 Newton is value of RAP. Okay. So we determine RAP, we determine W and P. Next now. Okay. This reaction will act vertical downward. Why vertical downward? Tell me. Anyone now?
Sir, weight is applied downward. P.
So what then? Reaction at F we are saying. This reaction also downward. Why? It's simply summation of Fy only, but why it is downward?
Sir, N force is downward. Weight P. Weight
So
is
F will be down, F also downward.
Yes, sir.
That's why F is downward.
Yes, sir.
Any other reason? Just tell me mathematically.
Sir, W is in upward direction and P is opposite to W. So it is down direction.
But see, net force is positive in this case. W is 3850, it is acting upward, and P is acting downward. So net force is RAP is coming how much? How much? If I apply summation Fy is equal to 0, okay, then your equation is, let's say RF, we don't know reason, we don't know positive or negative, RF plus W, yes, minus P is equal to 0. So W is, that is RF. समजलं का सगळ्यांना कसं केलं आपण? Why it is negative? Why it is downward? Anyone can tell me? Prove mathematically. It's very simple. That's why I try to make you think. Why it is downward? You have to prove that. But orally you are saying P is downward. That's why F is downward. Okay. You can prove that it is downward mathematically. Anyone?
The weight is more than the effort, so we will get net force in the direction of weight, and weight is acting downwards.
Weight is more than efforts. Then weight is more than effort, then net force will be upward, na? It must be upward, na? Then?
But weight acts in downward direction, na?
See, 3850 acting upward, yes or no, as per you, and 350 acting downward. So net force will be?
No,
Net force
net force will then act upward if weight will be more.
Okay.
If
See,
weight will be
simply-
in opposite direction.
Simply what we are using here is summation of
RF ला आपण वरती जर अज्युम केलं तर मग 3500 निगेटिव्ह येत आहे.
of course, yes.
तर मग
त्याचं रिझन काय लक्षात घ्या. समेशन ऑफ Fy is equal to 0, yes or no? आपण काय यूज करणार इथं? ऑल फोर्स आर व्हर्टिकल, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
आता मी काय अजून करते पाहिजे? व्हॉट आय अजूम हिअर RF ऍक्ट लेट्स से अपवर्ड. समजतंय का मला? तुम्हाला अजूम करावं लागेल ना काहीतरी फोर्स तिथं. सो आय अजूम RF इज अपवर्ड. दिस इज माय रिएक्शन RF. Okay. Now apply Fy. What is your equation? This is RF plus yes. काय होईल रे? W. Is it visible to you what I'm writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And minus P, yes or no, is equal to 0. This is your Fy. Now how much weight is? W is known to you. How much it is? 3850. How much P is? 350. So my equation is yes, RF plus Kyle Ray. Hello. RF plus
3850
minus 350.
minus 350.
this one, not directly. W minus P.
Yes.
Yes or no? 3850 minus 350. It is 3500. Yes or no? Is equal to 0. So your RAP is equal to how much?
350.
No, 50. It is 3500, no?
-350.
-350.
minus 350 not. It is minus 3500.
3
Sorry.
3150.
How much it is?
3500.
350 minus 350. Yes, right. It is not 3500 only. बरोबर है ना?
हो सर.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
350. It is minus. What is meaning of this minus now? Whatever we assume, it is wrong. It is in opposite direction. What I assume here, direction is upward. So as per me, then next what I can write, it is 3500, but in which direction?
Downward direction.
Down. एवढं सांगायची गरज नव्हती रे, लक्षात घ्या प्लीज. तर हे तुमचा मेकॅनिक्स कन्सेप्ट झाला. म्हणजे एखादी रिएक्शन फाइंड करायची आपण कुठं पाहिले? FY0 FH0 मेकॅनिक्स मध्ये पाहिले ना. आप तरी समजले सगळ्यांना वाय डाउनवर्ड.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's what we find out reaction and it is active vertically downward. हे पाहिजे एक लाईन लिहिली. याचा मीनिंग तुम्हाला हे असं झालं की तुम्हाला समजलंय कसं डाउनवर्ड आलं काय आलं ते. बट what I observe, many students were confused why it is downward when I not explain. If I not explain, then you may assume okay it is downward. माहित नाही कसं आलं ते. I think it is clear now. All of
Yes,
you?
sir.
Okay. So RAP is downward. Now next thing we have to do. What next one is? Let us find diameter of the pin at A. You know here it is pin is there also at A, and for here finding pin at A, because there is contact, we can say contact occurs between that this pin and the surrounding periphery, that is the surrounding portion at A. So there is a bearing pressure. When there is contact, bearing pressure will be developed similar to a crushing stress. Okay, so we need to find out by diameter of pin at A by considering bearing consideration, and that's what I think bearing pressure is given to you, if I'm not wrong. Check value bearing pressure. Yes, it is 25 Newton per mm square. Given na?
Yes, sir.
So 25 Newton per mm square is the bearing pressure. Can I use this here now? Yes, of course we can use now. See the diagram again. This is your F reaction, RF acting downward. Then this one W acting upward, P acting downward. And this is cross section of the lever having thickness T and width B. I hope you understand what is thickness T and width B. समझते काय है क्रॉस सेक्शन है लीवर चा. Okay, and these are the portions, so that is at the point B and at point C and at point F. Okay, you can see here at point A, this is your bearing pressure at this point. There is a pin at A, and we need to find the diameter of this pin at A. So to find this diameter, and W at, of course W is acting upward here. So there is bearing pressure here, and that we need to find out at point at this region. Means you can say at this section we need to find out the bearing pressure at A. So dimension about this pin, DP is diameter of the pin at A, and LP is the length of the pin at A. So you can see this pin is passing throughout. So DP is the diameter. You can see here it is. This, let's say this DP is the diameter of the pin. This one. And length, of course, there is some length inside this, like this, in this way. Sorry. So inside that, this is now front view. So you can see in this case there will be some pin of length L. So LP will be the length of the pin. So let's say suppose this one is a pin like this. This one is LP, that is length of the pin, and this one is the diameter of the pin. So DP is the diameter and LP is the length of the pin. And we need to find out these dimensions. Now we know that bearing pressure is given to bearing pressure of the pin at A, and to find out this, there is one formula. How we can find bearing pressure? It's nothing similar to crushing stress. Bearing area, crushing area. So the area in contact, length is DP, and length is LP, and diameter is DP. So surrounding the complete area will be, that is the bearing pressure area will be DP into LP. I think why it is DP into LP. Yes. असं जर मी तुम्ही असं अजून केलं, हा पोर्शन तुमचा कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये, हा तुमचा DP आहे, and this is your pin of length LP. So this portion in contact. समजतंय मला काय म्हणायचं? तुमची पूर्ण पिन ड्रॉ नाही केली मी, वरचा पार्ट ड्रॉ केला. जो क्रशिंग बेरिंग प्रेशर होणार आहे, क्रशिंग एरिया कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये असणार, तो कोणता असणार? रेक्टँग्युलर सेक्शन असणार. सेक्शन जर पाहिलं तुम्ही, तर तो कोणता रेक्टँग्युलर असणार. त्याची विड्थ किती असणार आहे? डायमीटर. डायमीटर किती? DP. लेंथ किती? LP. हे सगळ्यांना समजतं की मी काय ड्रॉ केलं ते? हॅलो, अरे बेरिंग
Yes,
एरिया काय
sir.
असणार आहे ऍट पिन ही जी तुमची पिन आहे त्याचा बेरिंग एरिया काय असणार आहे रेक्टँग्युलर एरिया. ओके, सरफेस एरिया जो कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये येतो त्याचा तो कसा काढायचा मग आता याची विड्थ किती झाली डीपी डायमीटर डीपी डीपी इंटू एलपी. सो दिस वन इज युअर डीपी अँड दिस युअर एलपी. सो डीपी इंटू एलपी इज युअर एरिया bearing area. But we know that LP is, we are assuming that LP is 1.25 times DP. This is our assumption. LP means length of the pin is 1.25 times DP. Okay, this we assume. This is some assumptions are there. So if I put value of LP in terms of DP, we get 1.25 into DP square is your bearing area of the pin A. Now next. And we know the load on the pin at A, load on the pin at A is equal to bearing area into bearing. This is one we talk about bearing area. Okay, that is only area is DP into LP. But now when we talk about load on that pin at A, the W, any load, let's say W here, W is equal to bearing area into bearing pressure. Okay, so bearing area is known to you and bearing pressure is also given to you. So bearing area is how much? Anyone? How much bearing area is?
DP into LP.
DP into LP, yes. And bearing pressure?
25.
ह्या पिनचं तुम्हाला डायमीटर आणि एरिया फाइंड करायचा आहे. दिस डीपी ही पिन कशी असणार आहे आता तुमचा डीपी एरिया आहे आणि याची लेंथ किती असणार आतमध्ये एलपी. हा जेव्हा लोड ऍक्ट होतोय तेव्हा मी काय कन्सिडर करणार आहे लोड ऑन द पिन ॲट ए इज इक्वल टू बेअरिंग एरिया इंटू प्रेशर. सो बेअरिंग एरिया इज हाऊ मच डीपी इंटू एलपी इंटू प्रेशर इज गिवन. सो व्हॉट वी कॅन फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम दिस इट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ डीपी. Okay, but it is equal to how much? Anyone? This side, left side. आता आपण डीपी एलपी पुट केलं इथं. ओके, इंटू बेरिंग प्रेशर पीबी विच इज गिवन टू यू. पीबी पण पुट केलंय. Then we get in terms of DP. DP is unknown, but it is equal to something. Now how much it is? Load on the pin at A. How much load on the pin will act at point A? So that we can equate it and we get DP. Angare button. How much load act?
3500.
3500.
Sure?
W na sir.
3850.
3850 or 3500. At A we are finding. You should think about it, yaar. Array, clear? Why 3850?
Yes, sir.
Where you are finding? See, again diagram. It's very simple. Where I told you na, where we are finding at A. So which load will act? This W na. W is passing through A, so W will act. In this case, bearing area is known to you, bearing pressure is known to you. We can find out W is known to you, so we can find pin diameter. And once you get pin diameter, then you can find LP also. So by using this, we get DP and LP. So DP square is equal to 3850 upon 31.25. Just equation 1 here from this one. Here it is. It is equal to 3850 here. That is W. Once we put that, we get value of DP. And once we know DP, then we know relation between DP and LP. From this relation, we can find out LP also. Tell me values, DP and LP. Yes, please.
11.09.
11.09. Okay. That's what. DP is approximately DP is 11.1, or you can say approximately 12 mm, and then hence LP will be 1.25 times DP, that is 15 mm. Okay. So DP is 12 mm and LP is 15 mm. 10:50 is time. Okay. I think lecture is there now. Okay, we'll continue next part in the next session. I just go through this design what we discussed till now, and also try to think what we can find out next. Up to here we find out DP, that is pin diameter and length of the pin at A. We find out W, we find out P, and then only REF also we find. That means in the first step we find out W, pi by 4 d square into P. Then we got P by using the summation of Fy. You can P is known, W is known. Then by using summation of Fy is equal to 0, we get REF. And after that, just we find out area of the pin. or you can say dimension of the pin will be determined. That is, DP and LP we find out. Next step, think about what you can find out about what another dimensions we can find out of this lever and safety valve. That's all from today's lecture. We'll see in next lecture. And if you are facing any problem to join or to let, you just pin me on WhatsApp at that time only. Rutuja, have you joined today now? But she got left in between. She text me. Okay. Thank you. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Thank you. We'll see you next.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.